right now we are going to be prepping a site to conduct some soil tests, right? We're going to be putting up 2 buildings, and for this type of area in Kingston, which is the Jacksonville area, the soil type, it requires a lot of deep and thorough analysis, right? We have to determine the type of foundation that we're going to be using for the building, and also it will affect the design, right? So these tests are necessary both from a standpoint of design and also for submission to the authorities, so that they can also provide us with the necessary approvals or make requests rather for changes. All right. So for now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be transplanting these palms as we create our access way to the property. So that palm over there and the other palm over here, we're going to uproot them, transplant them, because we want to preserve them for future use on the property. Alright, so stay tuned. We're going to be getting in some of the action. This is an excavator that we're using. Like I said, today we're working in Kingston, St. Andrew, and we're going to be doing our prepper. Alright, so Zoe's on her way. She's going to be checking in with you guys any minute. Alright, see you in a bit.
It looks like an earthquake is happening right now. I feel like a news reporter, and a disaster is going on behind me. It was very tiring. I wasn't doing anything other than watching. I'm very tired. I think I'm more tired than the man that's handling the machine. And I'm sure he isn't even quarter done, so yeah. I don't feel like I could do that job at all. You can see from my face I'm dying. Alright, so can you just tell me what happened over the past week?
Alrighty. Alright guys, welcome back. So what we have done pretty much, let's take a walk down, is we have finished preparing our access road. And of interest, our access road mirrors more or less the schematics that we have designed, right? So by putting in this temporary road in, gives us a clear indication of whether the actual road will be able to work.
Okay.
Right? So we have been able to do the impossible, which is to create a vehicular access all the way to the end of the property.
Okay.
Right, so we have gone, this is actually 0.8 of an acre, and we're now able to pretty much drive out the entire space for access purposes, right? Mm-hmm. We also prepare the benches that we're going to be using for the testing, right?
What do you mean by the benches?
All right, so on a slope, it's good to get an area that's flat, similar to a bench. So whether you're at the stadium, that's an area that's on the same level. So whenever the testing equipment comes, it can get in and get access and have proper balance to conduct the drilling that's going to be necessary, right?
So I'm guessing over there that that's one of the benches right there.
That is an area that we are contemplating putting a structure that we did not intend on using before. But based on how we were able to maneuver our way over, it is something that we are looking at. Because it is an elevated, it is the highest elevated point of the other side of the property. What we have been able to presume is that there are multiple soil types, right? And that is why we actually have to do the testing. Now, on this side, it's a darker color, silty, while on the other side, there's actually a bit of rock, more like a limestone, a little bit more reddish, right? And the test that we will be conducting will indicate us the soil structure.
So I wanted to ask, what exactly is good quality soil? Would it be something looking like that? Would it be something more rocky?
Soil that is binding is really what we are looking for.
So nothing too loose?
The soil that is more loose, like I mentioned before, like alluvial soil, all of that will move at once, right? So based on our initial preparation that we made, the cuts, the levels that we intend to cut at, the depth that we will drill at, we are hoping for resistance. Resistance meaning once the drill is going down, we get to a point where we're coming up on a solid substructure.
So are there situations where at the top you might find a certain type of soil and the deeper?
Certain. Okay. And that is why when we bore down to 60 feet, we will be able to tell what the actual structure of the soil is from top going down. Because at each point that the drill goes down, it extracts for the testing. This is our first bench.
Okay.
So once the equipment comes in, it's able to just go across and do the necessary testing. Very level, even surface for the purpose. This is the second bench that we have, right? And of course we did this one with a slope because of the road.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to be doing one of the tests over in that corner, and another one is going to be done up here. And this is another access point that we have created to go over to the far corner of the property. Like we're saying, if you look here, you will see a more darker soil type, right? You can see 2 layers specifically, right?
This is very hard.
Yeah, that section is very hard.
Easily.
Right? But if you feel here, it's almost like sand. But if you are to pan out a little bit between that section and here, you can see one distinct layer. If you look from out, this section is lighter to here, and then it gets darker going down. All these sections will require retaining wall. Right? And over here, like I said, it's a different story. The tests will tell.
buddy Scott and Raymond, and he's basically in charge of whatever is going on here. So can you give us like a run of what's going on?
But basically we're doing a forward test here, right? The purpose of a forward test is to give it a true determination of compaction.
Okay.
So what we do is we have several points that we do. We start off at like 2'6", 5 feet, 7 feet 6, 10 feet. So we'll move on to like 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. We're going all the way to 45 feet.
45. That is all at intervals going down. Alright, good.
And what we do, each low point, we do like 6 inches per pound, right? And that's where we get our reading. So we do from 6, 12, to 18 inches.
Okay.
At each point for low point.
Alright, so this is very technical. You take a look at that equipment over there. It's one of the few that's on the island of Jamaica right now. These guys are top of the line. You need to learn that. Alright, so basically, we have almost an acre of land. So we're doing 5 different boreholes so that we can get an accurate assessment of the condition of the soil. It's very important for us. So earlier, we about the benches that we have right now, we're at what we would consider to be the second bench. So we're going to be doing 2 on this particular stretch. We're going to be doing 1 at this level and we're going to be doing 1 further up. And we're also going to be doing the pan over. We're going to be doing 1 further over. And we're going to be doing 2 up at the top. Alright, so you guys can come a little closer. Mr. Scott will walk you through the process.
Alright, these are the rods that we use. So for what we're doing the blow count, this is what we connect to a spoon and collect each sample, right? And each sample is stored in a plastic bag to keep the moisture and the true condition of the soil.
Okay, so you store
each
sample
in a plastic bag, and then each sample is sent to our laboratory for testing.
Okay, so for each level you put them in a separate plastic bag for each level?
Every level they are taking the sample taken and they are put in a plastic bag and label.
Okay.
So we know what low count, we know what depth and all of that.
So you guys are in charge of taking it to the lab and
yes, we have our laboratory.
Oh, okay, so you guys just do everything
right.
Okay. This is the soil that they got. You got it from right there?
Yeah.
So he said that they do various levels for the digging for each soil. So I thought it was that they dig one place, one length, and then another place, another. But he's letting me know that different areas. So for example, if they're going to do a digging right here, they do different lengths, or they put in different length rods in the ground to get different samples. So we have basically ended for today. As you can see, the sun is going down. Thank you guys for watching Real Estate Conversations with Ruban Construction. I'm your host Zoe, and I'll see you next time.